Vasudevaya. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam.
Could you go over each of the three functions you've been mentioning, eating, sleeping, and sex, and tell me what specifically, what rules or hints that you would give people who are seeking spiritual enlightenment to aid in their lives in these ways?
Yeah, that is our book. That is our book. We have got enough matter to understand. It is not a thing that we will understand in a minute.
I understand you sleep very little. You sleep 3 to 4 hours a night. Do you feel that this is what any person who is spiritually actualized will also realize?
Yes. We see from the behavior of our Goswamis, they practically had no material necessities. This eating, sleeping, mating and defending, practically they had no such thing. They are simply engaged in Krishna's business.
Krishna's business or God's service.
You're citing the example of three previous spiritual masters.
Well, what I was interested in is why has he found that 3 or 4 hours is a necessary time period for sleep?
In other words, she's asking why is 3 to 4 hours the amount that you sleep? How have you reached that standard?
That is not artificially. The more you are engaged in spiritual activity, the more you become free from material activity.
Naturally.
That is the test.
And so you've arrived at that.
No, I don't speak about myself, but that is the test. Bhakti parasano bhava virakti annatasya. If you advance in bhakti, in spiritual life, then you become disinterested in material life.
Do you think there's a difference between various peoples of the world? In other words, do you think that Indians as opposed to Europeans have more of a tendency or are more likely to adhere to the Krishna consciousness?
Any intelligent man can become Krishna conscious. That I already explained. That unless one is very intelligent, he cannot get to Krishna consciousness. So, it is open for everyone. But there are different grades of intelligence. In Europe, America, their intelligence, but their intelligence is utilized for material purpose. And in India, their intelligence is utilized for spiritual purpose. Therefore you find so many highly spiritual standard of life, books, literature. Just like Vasudev. Vasudev was also a householder life, but he was living in the forest and see his contribution of literature. Nobody can dream in. So, by literary contribution, one's intelligence is tested. All big men of the material world, scientists, philosophers, even technicians, they are recognized by their writings, by their contribution. not by the gigantic body.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,